My name is Chelsea Johnson, and I will be representing the member of government. Our argument case is that the United States federal government should pass Medicare for all. There's no terms that need to be defined. So first, I would like to go over what the affirmative states, and then I will respond to the negative. So first, our first contingent or harm is that considering that America has the highest rate of people having numerous health complications, the issue will continue to rise as people aren't insured for health care. When medical issues aren't solved from the start of the disease, they will continue to worsen as we age and the increases the chance of getting multiple health issues. Since the costs of healthcare are so high, people decide to put their health aside, leading to life-threatening issues like strokes, cancer, and heart diseases. The longer people leave these diseases untreated, the shorter their life expectancy will be. That's what the affirmative says. Our response to the negative says that there's many programs available that help the elderly people, which we do agree that there is programs that are available, but what we don't agree with is that a lot of times these programs have certain eligibilities and some people get unseen because they're not eligible to be a part of those programs. In addition to that, according to CBS, in 2022, 38% of Americans skipped or delayed medical care amid the highest inflation in more than 40 years. So it looks like 38% of Americans actually did not get healthcare needs with or without the program available. So that brings me to before I go into that, also, the negative stated that mostly help for elderly, and with Medicare for all, it's going to help every single person, not just the elderly. So that brings me to my next contingent, or my next harm, is that the Medicare for all would be a substantial positive change for our society, as healthcare is a basic human right and has proven many negative effects on mental health like stress, depression, and an increase in suicide rates due to the high cost of healthcare. Medicare being less accessible to the public causes debt and stress, but it also can result in Americans slowly resenting our country and acting destructively if they're not given the chance to be cared for mentally, physically, and emotionally, which will contribute to decision making and functioning of every individual. Our negative responded that they do agree with that healthcare matters, but they don't believe that this is the cause that affects Medicare for all, but that there's other things. But I would like to object and say that approximately 280 million people in this world suffer from depression, according to WHO.inc.com. Then we also have another statistic that says 1 in 5 Americans will experience mental health illness within a given year. So that's another problem that we're facing as a country. Also, if you take a look at mental health, it actually affects decision making, because people who make decisions or who have a problem making decisions, either it's a lack of confidence, fear of failure, or lack of information. This plays a role when it comes to the need of Medicare for all citizens, because they make important life decisions on a daily basis. So last but not least, we say that affirmative believes that currently there are many people who don't have health care insurance to begin with due to poverty. In result, it ends up with employees paying out of their own paychecks, which increases poverty, homelessness, and death. Our negative response was saying that there's plenty of resources available, that they do agree that, they said that the negative said that there's many resources available that can help with homelessness, poverty, and decreasing the need, which we do agree that there is resources available, but what we don't agree with is that we have Americans, but what if we had Americans who were aware of their mental health or medical problems, so that we don't have any last minute callers or people, running for aid? We have to think about it as yes, there is resources available, but sometimes those resources either aren't as quickly available or they are not available to the ones who really need it, like people in poverty who may not even have transportation to even get the resources that they need. And then our last contingent or our harm is that currently, also another problem that they said that we will face is that all hospitals will be full and losing more lives in waiting for doctors or nurses. Which we do agree that, yes, there's going to be more people inside of these hospitals getting help. But if you look back at a statistic that we had, it was during Obamacare, where people were treating emergency rooms like doctor rooms or treating them like it was the doctors. So with Medicare for All, we'll actually be treating more people who won't, before they actually, get super ill, they'll go there before they get really ill, so then that they're going there not on every single time that they get sick, but they're being seen on like a daily basis, which decreases death and decreases mental health and decreases a lot of things for our society that we need. So we believe that slowly implementing this plan, that by having Americans paying taxes and more job opportunities will be available. Now, our opposition says that it's going to take 5 to 6 years for people to become nurses, which in our response, due to the pandemic in 2020, actually 250,000 new nursing students are pursuing a career in nursing. Also, another big factor of nurses or the medical field is that most of the time these nurses do it to help others live a better life. So we agree with nurses and we agree with Medicare for All. All in all, I think that we have made clear statements about our claim and that we are not just focusing on what we need, but what America needs. Thank you.